Correctly.
Yeah.
Are we going to be doing the movies, or did you decide not to?
Probably not.
All right.
I'm gonna check Monday showtime, see if we can go on Monday. After work.
Alrighty.
Yeah, they got a bunch of showtimes on Monday. They got... So on Monday, if we went Monday, we'd probably go later in the day. Like, pretty much at nighttime, like 7:40. Showtimes are 7... That whole stream get erased? That would suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, they have 5:45, which probably is what I would prefer, or 7 p.m. or 7:40 p.m.
Yes. 5:45.
All right. Perfect. Just gonna hope I didn't lose that whole stream. I mean, it was the shortest stream, so it's not a big deal. I wonder if no one's in here because all of our friends are still asleep.
Oh, you think it's the time zone that's the issue?
I don't think it's a time zone thing. I think it's they're lazy kind of thing. They're sleeping in like crazy. Would it surprise you if our friends slept in until like 12 on a Sunday?
Oh, well, if you're talking about our friends, then no, that would not surprise me.
Yeah.
Nick said that you're gay, by the way.
Okay. Don't worry, next time she's sick, I'll be like, hey, why don't you go do things? Come here.
Yep.
Otter.
Oh, Brackers is here.
Indeed, I am.
Hello, I'm streaming.
That's kind of surprising.
I came because of the otter neutral
Wonder what
feature.
led them here. Hunger or
Wow.
greed.
Indeed. I found it amusing.
Move it!
The rats, why did he need them?
Kira, what are you doing?
Geralt. You gave me quite a start.
But nay, the mage, he says, bring me rats and healthy ones. Not something the cat dragged in.
This the lamp from the elf's hideout? And what's this about rats?
Nothing important. I'll explain later. Now tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Kira's keeping more secrets. What a surprise.
That the old witch?
She did indeed. I gather you'd like a look.
Very much so.
Women keeping secrets? I would never have it.
Bet the...
She did it.
Very much. See you, kid.
Geralt learned that Cirilla, his one-time ward, had returned from afar, and she was in danger. He was to find her at the Emperor's command and Yennefer's behest.
Greetings. Let me have a look. Take care.
My gran told me about the Smith boy. Lad went missing one day, so folk nabbed a witchman that was
Freak.
hunting nearby.
Who just posted that?
What?
In disabled chat?
It's raining, it's pouring, and Vermeer's snoring. He bumped his head when he went to bed.
Or
That was Boar that posted that?
yeah.
Like you to.
Oh,
Why?
jeez. Just wondered.
What's wrong?
It's just wondering, man. That's why we can't have nice things, man.
What, do you have a text-to-speech thing that's reading the image to you?
No. Thank God.
So long.
Yes.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Pullman Road! What's that? Fucking shit! Blast! Flank him! That'll never work! Fucking shit! What's that? Never fight a witcher. Yeah, you got my fucking goat!
Thank ye, master. Ye saved my life. If you ever come through Claywitch, you give us a holler. We'll shave ye and shear ye for free. Deathmarch. Move it.
Just what the fuck? That's crafty. Damn.
Faster.
Don't let up! What the fuck? Oh, dead! What's that?
Come on, come closer.
Your ass is mine.
Good lord.
you go, buddy. I have chatted something.
On my stream?
Yeah.
Not seeing anything right now. Maybe it's just delayed. I gotta move my camera on the stream, covering up the map. I think I'll move it like below.
Stream's a lot more updated. There's not like a 2-minute delay now.
Yeah, I put it on low latency.
Fine, I can rack to the card games real time.
Come on, Roach.
Yeah, I put on ultra low latency.
Oh. If you love the gods.
Man, imagine if a dude literally just rolls up to you, gets off his horse, and then just barrels you and
Roach!
man had a duckling on him.
Right, me lovers, to work. Run, Roach.
Wait, I leveled up, right? Oh, yo. Oh, wait, these are medium. Oh, no.
I got a question. You can mod Witcher 3, right?
Yeah. There's actually just Steam Workshop for it, too.
Damn.
Yeah. It only recently came out.
Oh, you're fucked.
Means we can make words even glitchier. I love it.
What?
Means you can make roaches the most powerful card in the game.
Yeah.
As he should be.
One of the most popular mods in the workshop right now is removing level requirements for weapons. I feel like that kind of super destroys the progression of the game, but
Yeah.
As long as people are having fun.
Oh, you're fucked.
The most popular mods for games usually are cheats.
Go for the whore's son's eyes!
But you're Geralt and you're already on your third game. You know, you should be able to use most of the weapons.
Yeah. That's fair. I had installed for a little bit and I was like, I am just one-shotting everything, so I'm not gonna
Yeah,
use
if
this mod.
playing
in my
for a
video.
challenge, I can see how that would be fun.
No, I wish there was a. I'm sure there is like on Nexus, but Nexus is like a real pain to mod. The Witcher. The Witcher is like one of the worst games to mod on Nexus.
Yeah.
But I wish there was like a transmog mod.
Oh, good.
My fault we ended 6 feet under the birches.
He's
You're the
mogging.
kind of hero.
Peace from him.
Here's me.
What? Shut.
Imagine walking to a fucking merchant and just going, I want all of your money. Here is all of my things. Oh, she said the line.
Yep. 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 Baby boo thing? Boo? Yep.
Where does Joseph get all his food from, eh?
Joined the Barons, man.
Why are you crying?
Me betrothed went to the woods to see to his snares. He didn't come back. Something must have happened. Heard him scream, but was afeard to go there myself.
I'll go to the woods, see if I can find him.
Thank ye. I've coin. I'll pay ye.
Won't have good news for the woman. Wild dogs killed her man.
You didn't find him?
Okay, that was a
No,
weird pause.
I did, but
Nay, don't say it. It's clear from your face. Please, take this coin.
can't accept this coin. I'm sorry I wasn't able to bring him back alive.
Might I at least fetch his body?
Wouldn't advise it. It's dangerous. If you decide to go anyway, it's near his snares.
Thank ye. Ah, 'tis you. Greetings. Ah, 'tis you. Greetings.
No, the area doesn't seem so dangerous for. Oh. So is it?
You know, sometimes you can follow the NPCs and there's actually like secret dialogue.
Yeah.
Like if you follow them and then like you protect them. But I guess this isn't one of those. I'm sure if I like long rest and come back, she'll be dead there.
Yeah, probably.
Did you just say long rest, like Baldur's Gate?
It's not a long rest, you're right, my bad.
Rumble time! Keep it together, lads!
How long you gonna make me wait?
Have you ever played this game, Brackish?
No, actually.
Oh.
I played it when it first came out. I haven't played any of the, updates and stuff.
Yeah, a lot has changed.
Yeah.
This game, gosh, I love this game. It just looks so good, too. Wait, what? I guess those guys respawn. I wonder if that's a way to farm. A lot of bandit areas around here. shot your own person. You're stupid.
Blood hasn't even dried.
Really do make like bandits out to be even like worse than monsters in this game. Oh, these aren't bandits, they're cannibals. That's why I think they're gross. Gotcha. I was gonna say these bandits are eating people. Oh. 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 It's bad.
What?
This enemy is whenever they're like a crazy high level above you, it just puts question marks instead of levels.
That's nice.
Nah. Means I'm gonna die real hot.
I disagree.
Oh, never mind. That's broken. Huh. Cool. Turns out, if you freeze him, you can just knock him on the ground and insta-kill him. Seems busted.
This is what happens when you do things to ice.
Yeah. This is one of like the best builds in this game, the bear school build with heavy attacks, and then you just throw ice bombs at him.
Yeah.
And you can just charge up the like heavy attack. I think it's called Rend. Where, like you pull the sword over your head, and you just basically like make your build just one-shot everything. I may switch to that build eventually, not because of the brokenness of the attack damage, just because I'm very fragile, and the bear school build has the most defense. Yeah. Like it does defense by a percentage, so like it like nerfs damage by a certain amount twice, so some attacks just straight up won't do damage to you, and that's just so busted.
Fucking come on!
see.
Oh man, I'm gonna still watch the stream.
Aw, that's why you're my homie. That's why Brackish is in my will. It'd be so funny if like I died and my will just said half of my belongings go to Brackish and just no one knows who Brackish is.
Winds howling.
I think that would be humorous.
Come on, Roach.
Oh, dude, I got another yep.
Let's go.
Giddy up. Faster.
There's ghouls. There's usually corpses.
No Witcher folk can save what they will.
Teamer.
I'll never forget
That was brickworks.
Well, yeah. Well,
Farewell.
Great.
Wouldn't mind a looking. Farewell. Giddy up.
What's on your mind?
Down sits an old oak tree. You inside.
We're simple folk. Seek no
Down.
got con.
I might. Wouldn't mind a look at your stuff. What?
Oh, bro. No way. Is actual horseshit. No way you're saving a fucking Scorch until the end of the fucking game, you piece of shit. Forgot I was streaming, I'm cussing my brains out. Oh my gosh. Just really annoying. No, oh, bro. What game, bro?
Great.
This is so Homo sapien.
Wouldn't.
That's unlucky. Still lost money, I'm telling you that.
Allowed to clean your cruel purge.
Yeah.
Let me see what you're. So long.
Wo wir nevid einen Reichmeider in Byways in Circular.
Run, Roach.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Why do you want the lamp?
You just witnessed why. To communicate with lost souls.
Didn't know you were interested in that kind of magic.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why'd the elf promise you the lamp?
We traded for it. He needed powerful magic and sensed I was no common wart charmer. I brewed him a potion. To delay nervous tissue degeneration, stave off memory loss or some such.
Who'd he want to use it on?
He didn't say.
So, bet you saw this question coming. What are you doing here?
Let me think. Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No, I'm in hiding, Geralt. Blind to the state of the world? Don't you see what's happening?
Mean the persecution mages now face?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Radovid's new pastime. Pursuing anyone with a whiff of magic about them. Witch hunters. Sound familiar? Murderers scouring the north from end to end. Burning books, hanging soothsayers, torturing herbalists.
Changing this. Any news of your sisters from the lodge?
None. We can't know too much about one another these days. It's safer that way.
Even tried to contact one another?
I've wanted to many times. But I've no way of knowing who would answer. Or who might be listening.
Mentioned you wanted something from me.
I did, and still do. The cursed isle on Lake Windammer. You've heard of it, I'm sure. The local peasants mumble incessantly about it, about the wraiths that haunt it. They claim none who go there return.
I managed to. But while on the island, I did sense something strange. How'd it come to be cursed?
That's what I don't know. I must break this spell, yet I've been unable to identify its source.
Gotta know something.
Scraps. The curse is somehow linked to the tower where Serard, the lord of these lands, took refuge when Nilfgaard invaded. Claims in the village are that peasants, desperate of hunger, sailed to Fyke Isle to beg for food. Met their end there. It was a massacre. So, will you please help me lift this curse? You're so good at these things.
Why are you so intent on this?
I'm not. The local peasantry is. The Isle, miss. You've got to lift the charm. You're a good witch, a great witch. There's no end to it.
Uh-huh. See, I thought you didn't care for the locals. The great witch you are.
I failed to lift the curse, and they could conclude I'm not so great. Not enough to conceal me from the witch hunters and risk getting sent to the gallows themselves.
What others think, your image, that's all you care about.
The point is, listen, I didn't flee to these wilds just to stupidly get caught because some boar with grit under his fingernails grows annoyed with me.
So the peasants who went to the island for food, This lord had them murdered?
The villagers say he had them poisoned.
A real gentleman.
Well, I never met him. But he certainly didn't seem such a cruel man, judging by what a mage from the Isle told me.
A mage lived on the island? Did you know him? Where is he now?
We were friends. Sadly, he died that day as well. Very few survived. Yet even those who escaped the Isle soon suffered agonizing deaths. Strangely, they did not seem to have been poisoned.
All right, I'll help.
I knew you'd find it irresistible. Naturally, you'll need to sail to Phi Kyle.
Fine. What then?
Well, the spirits who wander the Isle, you must establish a rapport with them. Don't know how, but they could point us in the direction of the curse's source.
Think they'll be willing to chat?
Of course. Provided you take my magic lamp with you. I shall let you keep it afterwards in appreciation. You'll find it quite useful, I'm sure.
Can't you just come with me?
I tried to go to Phi Kyle once. Thought my head would burst, the curse's magic was so strong.
Nice of you to send me there.
I experienced an acute nasal hemorrhage. You stand to endure a wobble of your medallion at most. At Aretusa, they trained me to detect even the subtlest magic pulses. This was like getting smacked across my haunches with a grain flail.
Funny. Thought you'd go in for that sort of thing.
Take my boat. I left it on the lake shore near the village. Should be fit to use. Provided rot hasn't eaten it, as it seems to eat everything here.
How's the lamp actually work? I mean, do I just rub it, or do I have to do something, magical?
You needn't even rub. Just place it where you find bones and hear whispers. I suppose I should warn you, it might not be the most pleasant experience.
Figured as much. Tell you all about it later. Maybe skip the drastic bits.
You'll need to do neither. I'll give you a Xenovox. It's a bauble that will let us speak over some distance. You will tell me what you see, and I shall tell you what to do and look for.
Never heard of a Xenovox.
It works just like a megascope, but is far more portable. Think of it as a magic box that talks.
They hard to build?
Extremely. That's why they're so rare. I certainly couldn't build anything like it.
So no chance these Xenovoxes will catch on with every mage using one?
Not the slightest.
So where'd you get the Xenovox?
Found it in the mine along with the lamp. Thought it was part of the lamp at first. Didn't realize what I'd actually found until later.
Think it belonged to the elven mage?
Clearly. And I didn't even know the elves used them.
I need to know anything else before I go?
No, that is all. Oh, go already. I can't wait to see what you discover on Phi Kyle. Just be sure to come and see me afterwards. And Geralt. Thank you. Geralt!
Bet the old witch.
She did indeed.
Very much so. Tell me more about this mage from the Isle. Were you two close?
Never expected you'd take such an interest in my private life.
More interested to know if you bonded, as fellow magic practitioners.
Oh, we had little in common in that arena. Oh, Alexander was one of those anxious experimenters, forever short on sleep. The kind that thinks perfect happiness is an isolated tower and a full set of vials and alembics.
See you, Kira.
Geralt? Are you on the Isle yet? Does the Xenovox work? Can you hear me?
Let's try Kira's lamp.
They're on to us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. With no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Way's clear, lads. Adam!
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So, burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me!
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
Blood. Many must have died here.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits. Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there. I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village. Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that? You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you. They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Don't stop! back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
At the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach.
Jesus.
They tore me apart, and I could not even scream.
It's the worst. Like,
have I not suffered enough?
probably the worst way I could think to die.
I leave this place!
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different. You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that—
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Annabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me. Stupid woman.
I figured.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Where's that noble?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get
quiet
us
as a
below
mouse,
to the island.
head split open like a rotted pumpkin.
I know the man. He lives in
More like a
Origin,
peasant
on the
now,
lakeshore.
sloshing around in
Find
his
him
own blood and
immediately.
shite. Be
We're
nothing
close
over
to
about it.
unraveling this. I can feel it.
Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer.
He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and the daughter. To the top!
Plague Wraith. What is this? What is a Plague Wraith? I mean, besides the obvious.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge. Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
What's up?
Why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him. From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
I want to talk.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talked to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it. For Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape.
Jesus.
Then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Wrong on that count. Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there? In the tower? Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I abandoned her.
Yes, go to the tower, talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell. On one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go to the tower.
Last I came through here, I still hoped Annabelle and me weren't impossible. We could have been together, and now she's dead. And it's my fault. If only I'd been able to protect her.
Can't change the past, but you can still help Annabelle to move on, to rest in peace.
It's terrifying here. It's too quiet.
Chop, chop. Speed up. Let's get this over with.
I remember the screams. Inhuman they were. Now it's silent. They're dead. All dead.
Don't think about that. Keep walking.
Cutscene time.
You have not forgotten. You've returned for me.
Is that?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Annabelle. The one you abandoned, remember?
Annabelle, I was sure you was dead. If I'd known otherwise, I'd never have left you. I'd do anything for you. I would. You know that well. Believe me, I beg you.
Prove it. Kiss me.
Graham, careful.
How romantic. Very romantic. Oh, gross. Aw.
At last.
Yikes.
The curse is lifted, and Graham and Annabelle are reunited.
Kira, I did it. I did it, Kira.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
Able to persuade Graham to go to the tower with you? Did you mention there was a pester involved?
He knew the risks, but he'd also heard lots of stories about true love, whose kiss can break any spell. Can't help thinking that gave him courage.
And? It ended well?
Depends how you look at it. Curse is lifted, Annabelle's spirit is left in peace. But Graham's dead.
Oh, poor boy. Still, he's proved that true love may be more common than some suppose.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
All right.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few
Constant
substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? If he was coming here from Novigrad, he must have passed through Blackbow. I'll check the area.
Thank you. I shall be ever so grateful.
Ever so grateful.
Geralt!
Very much so. Very... See you, Kira. Heavy wheels. A merchant's wagon. Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. Package didn't end well. Try red something magic though. Now Kira will explain this one. Of leftovers and cuts of meat. Cataplepus? Wonder what spell requires that. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Well, it never came. That's Velen for you.
Come on, Roach. Throw yourself! Die.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those,
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you, but you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
White
if I wanted to see
rats.
white mice, I'd just get drunk.
White mice.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. Became vindicateful.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, gonna explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale, I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Don't flatter yourself. I don't want to shag you in the bushes, but to share a pleasant evening. But if no, then no.
Oh, all right. I'll do it.
I feel honored, truly. Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, won't hurt a bit. And at dawn, everything will return to normal.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan.
Is that just like her phrase
So,
to use all the time?
what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It's just right.
Oh, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm.
Dang.
Well, off we go.
Mean.
Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Go, go.
Vavort! The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes.
Good point.
But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Cuntilana Hybrid 404. What's up?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with
How
shallots.
is it going?
It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
Dry red, but let it breathe a little first.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
Weird.
All right, I'm curious. We celebrating something?
Yes, a return to the living. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct?
What's up, Bob?
What happened on that island? Why I
Welcome
shiver at
back.
the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands. Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So...
Nah.
Sorry, there's someone else.
So what? Oh, Geralt, Geralt. You're so old-fashioned. Will you at least lie down and gaze at the stars with me?
Why not?
Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Navir.
I've been roofied. This is unacceptable.
Kira?
Unacceptable. Visions.
Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle. The tower. tower.
Ah.
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
She used me again.
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
Nope, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Beds free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt. Well.
Close the door.
And Medetta, as
Yes. The old god demanded 6 sucklings. You didn't bring but a single scurvy rug. No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Curses you.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All-God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The All-God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been
Bush bursting into flame sounds similar to something I've read before.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All-God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Oh, All-God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have...
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? How would that work? No answer from the All-God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground. A crack. Too small to pass through, but big enough for sound to come out. Wine. More like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia.
Gross looking.
Expected the All-God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately, they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
I don't like this thing already.
One winter, I found shelter here. Built a fire so large, the flames leapt through the crack. lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, hmm? Demanding prayers and offerings, giving naught in return? I talk at least.
Got an idea how to resolve this. I'll just kill you.
Whosoever looks upon my godliness must die!
If he felt a little bit of pity for him taking food away from children, he would have lived, but in fact he felt no pity and then still complained.
Anything new?
Got good news. Your god's dead. It was actually a run-of-the-mill monster, sentient but mean. Took advantage of you. You went hungry, while it grew new chins.
What have you done? The old god warned us. Said if he ever departed, death would await us all. Come on, Tribor. We must tell the others. Only group prayer can...
Can't be in two places at once, can I?
Said a hog to a hog. Now here's a stone. I'll shove a rake for a good come.
That's it, Roach.
Nights it's best to bar the door and shut your windows tight. Hearing galloping and terrible devilish howls.
Plowing hangover.
Witcher?
What are you doing here? Shouldn't be in the forest alone.
I came to tell you. You needn't look for Hannah. She'd have returned long past were she alive. I'll pay you twice Nealon's pledge. Just tell the man his Hannah's dead.
Don't want to know what happened to her?
I've no illusions, Witcher. In Velen, you're gone as long as she's been. You don't come back. Hannah's dead for certain. Nealon ought to accept his loss. Move on with his life.
Strange.
Yes,
People
weird not to
usually
want to
prefer
find what
know
happened
the
to your
fate of
sister.
their loved ones, whatever the cost.
What good will it do? I'll not get my sister back. And Nealon's all I got left. I can't lose him too. And, well, he'll not rest till he avenges his Hannah, even if it eats up his life. The man deserves better.
Sorry, not in the habit of leaving jobs undone.
Folks speak true about you Witchers. You're heartless beasts.
I'm standing.
Claw marks. Deep. No man did this. Cuts. Made with long claws. Flesh torn clear off. This is getting interesting. This is getting... This is getting in... Must be Hannah. Smell of a rotting corpse. Torn to pieces, literally spattered all around. Werewolf. No doubt about it. Gotta be careful. Blood and paw marks. Shit, where they lead. Climbed the tree. I can't get up there. Maybe find something else on the ground. Whatever lost it hasn't bathed in a while. Man's clothes. Shredded, but no sign of blood. Who rips their own clothes off, leaves them in the woods? Looks like a hunter's quarters. Note.
So the husband. So where?
Blood's just barely dried. He was dragged here. Wonder where from.
Sword looks so cool.
Think we need to talk.
It's Neelan!
Lycanthropy can afflict anyone, but it is a curse, so sorry, but I have to.
You don't understand! I love him! He was near to being mine till you came along! Go away! Leave us be!
Not till I find out what's going on here.
I love him. Always have. Even after I'd learned his secret.
You knew? Did you know I shut myself in here to wait out me change?
I knew, and I didn't mind. But you chose Hannah. I wanted her to see you. I wanted her to fear you. She'd not have stayed. And we could be together.
Yikes. Brought her here. That night. 'Twas the reason I had the taste of blood in me mouth come morn.
I did it for us. She was to see you turn, not more. I didn't want her death. You've got to believe me.
I don't. And I'll kill you willingly. First time for that, in fact.
This is between the two of you.
Yeah, I mean,
I refuse to meddle.
If she wants to be with him, she can be with him.
And I will kill you.
No! Mercy!
You had no mercy for your sister. I'll have none for you.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Told you I'd kill you.
I knows well what you said. Do it.
If you want death, find some reins and a tree with a strong limb.
Wouldn't work. Couldn't do it. Always been a coward. Do it. Please.
I don't get a werewolf meat or something from that. Should've just killed him. Oh, there she is. Right. play some hunting tragedies. Oh man, I never did. Anyone added here though? At least for now. Probably hop on later today. Thank you, anyone who tuned in. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.